Kuzampala. Namaste, good morning to all respected online viewers. Long live their majesties, long live our leaders, and long live our friendship. Welcome to this online Ayurveda and Yoga workshops, Embassy of India, Timpu, ICCR, Nehru Wangchuk Culture Center, Yoga teacher KVSSN Murthy here. My true prayers to the Almighty to see all the best things to their majesties in the whole Bhutan. Uh, right, before recitation, just I would like to give the important practices for the COVID. So always try to follow safe physical distancing and try to cover your face with double mask or available face shield. So when you are get back to the home, please properly wash them. And do not touch any surface while you are in the crowds, as well as first priority, avoid the crowds. The second thing is hand lotions or hand sanitizers. It is a mandatory part in our life, so please carry them wherever it's requirement. So please wash your hands, but give first priority to wash your hands with soap water. So next one is throat gargling technique, as well as nasal oil technique, and as well as steam inhalation. These three are very simple and effective remedies. Along with the throat gargling, you can use water pulling or oil pulling also to clean the mouth, morning once, evening once, or as per the requirement. So here, as nozzle oil practices, you can use Anutaila or Shadbindu Taila, or you can use plain cow ghee also to instilling inside the nostrils one drop each early in the morning, in the evening, or at least early in the morning, because this is a special technique to regenerate the body. Especially it will cut the mucus level disorders. Second one is steam inhalation. Next to your doorstep, please set one small device of steam inhalation. So whenever you are going into the home, please refresh yourself with the steam inhalation while adding eucalyptus oil drops, or while adding ajwain seed oil, or you can have the steam inhalation plain hot water also. Basically, it will kill the bacteria or viral cells or fungal agents which will be hidden inside the nostrils or that nasal passages. So now, next thing is throat gargling. As we mentioned that like acceptable hot water with added salt, or with estimadu powder, or with tripala powder also, you can use this kind of solution to clean the throat repeatedly in a day as per the requirement. So 6 to 8 hours of sleep may recommended, or 1 more hour required, maybe 9 hours required for the people who are more active in front of the screens or more active in your remaining works and affairs. So next one is cloves therapy and honey. Cloves powder and honey also very simple and effective remedy to cut the phlegm level disorders which will be located around the throat. But this application will be good in the mornings, empty stomach, with the added hot water or hot milk. So next one is Tripala or Guduchi. Tripala, Guduchi, Arjuna, Ashwagandha. These four are plant-based remedies to give immunity, as well as to check the errors inside in between these three doshas called Vata, Pitta, Kapha, or internal wind, internal biles, and internal wind, and internal mucus, and internal biles. And also vitamin A, vitamin C, D, and zinc based diets very important. So it is abundantly available in local green leafy vegetables, fruits, nuts, and milk items, and mushrooms. And our kitchen is our first pharmacy. So in our kitchen we have simple ingredients called turmeric, garlic, ginger, cloves, and cinnamon, and cumin, coriander, and ginger, ajwain seed and ajwain powder, and ilachi, and local shilajit, local cordyceps. These are very simple applications to give proper boost up of the immunity. But the way how we are composing these things into our regular dishes, very important. Second thing is kada chai preparation, as well as kada chai preparation and golden milk preparations, also very simple and effective health tonics. In the mornings, kada chais will be work very well, and in the evenings, golden milk will be work very well. But please remember, when you want to take any milk related items, so try to give gap in between the milk related items and the lemon citrus diets. Right, coming to the recitation, this recitation actually from the sacred yoga text called Bhagavad Gita. It is saying that about the balance in the life. Yukta hara viharasya, yukta chestasya karmasu, yukta swapnava bodhasya, yogo bhavati dukkhaha. So the participants who wants to get rid of the agony, who wants to get rid of the mental stress, or who wants to get rid of the sorrow or fear, please try to remember to follow the balance in everywhere. So proper balance in the food, proper balance in the sleep, proper balance in the affairs, proper balance in your works. Everything should be in the balance. So what we call madhye marga. So do not don't go to extreme levels in any kind of thing. So be always healthy and be always happy. And in this week we are seeing some of the useful practices, techniques in Ayurveda and yoga for the vertigo, dizziness, and giddiness. It's in Ayurveda. It's called as Brahma or Brahma dosha. It's a kind of imbalance between pitta, paicha rasa means biles as well as vata, wind related. It's a wind related as well as bile related issues also. Here we already mentioned that darsana, sparsana, prasnehi. So we have three interrogation methods. One is by seeing, the second one is by touching that concerned patient. Then after that, by interrogation also, we can drag, we can extract useful details from the patients who are having this kind of dizziness and giddiness and vertigo. But these three are three different sectors, but commonly common symptoms are same, that throwing sensation or imbalancing while walking, or like what we call some of the disorientation while we are doing works. So here causes may be cold and infections, especially middle ear infection or remaining ear infections, and heart problems and blood pumping issues, cervical spondylitis, spondylosis, especially spondylosis, and drug interferences and Meniere's disease, and some of the disorders between the nerves and brain functioning areas. Then second one is viral infections and like low blood pressure, some of the issues with the low blood pressure and anemia, and migraine. This kind of issues will be causing factors. But if we have this kind of symptoms of vertigo or dizziness or giddiness, first of all, don't let the situation, immediately visit your doctor to go for further medical investigations. So in Ayurveda as well as in yoga, as we mentioned, that Panchakarma Chikitsa and Vatahara Chikitsa and Shatkarma Chikitsa also available. Very simple, very useful techniques to give proper rest to the internal organs, as well as proper, it is also a very good way to detoxify the body. And also please remember, rest is the best remedy. And in Ayurveda, for especially cold and related infections of ears and eyes or nose, we have very simple drugs called Lavangadivati or Chausashta Pravara Pipali and Samira Pannagaras and Kasturi Bhairavaras and Mahalakshmi Vilasaras and Vivashadavati. These are some of the applications, especially for the people who are having these infections because of viral infections, cold and eosinophilia infections. Here in today's our yoga class, today's from our Ayurveda class, we have very simple remedies called Amruta or Guruchi, Tinofolia powder 20 grams, as well as Nannari or Sarasapilla 20 grams. Then second one is Ati Madura or Glycericia glabra 20 grams. So try to take this kind of decoction, individual decoction, or you can add this 20 grams plus 20 grams plus 20 grams. And after mixing it, then again take only 5 grams of the from the solution. Again, please go for the decoction form. And every day, morning and evening, please use this practice for the wind-related issues. Especially this remedy will be suitable for the people who cross 50, 60 years. Like if they are suffering from this kind of imbalancing issues because of wind-related, for them it will be so useful. But in Ayurveda, we have the approach of Ayurveda is totally different. So it will go to the root cause of the concerned disease or concerned disorder. So please remember, when you have any kind of sickness or issues, for knowledge you can see Google or YouTube for only knowledge. But while coming to the self-application, don't use your self-medication. Please try to visit your doctor. So when we are meeting here at the same place, with the same content on Monday, we will see still more good practices for other disorder through Ayurveda. Let's join to the yoga class now. And sun salutation is our regular practices. Please remember, in yoga, every yoga exercise, every yogic breathing, every yogic technique has its own way of beneficial things to the human body, but the way how the user is using this kind of practices, because some people may not may not very convenient while doing forward bends. But still, please remember, when you have any issues in the throwing issues or vertigo or neck related issues or lower back issues or blood pumping issues or heart issues or any other sickness related to forward bends, avoid forward bends. But remaining people can do this kind of forward bends with the use of probes or with the use of simply other sticks or shades. But the way how we are doing this very important. So it's totally depend on the teacher and student interaction, how the teacher will teaches you regarding this kind of situations. but our yoga is a general yoga. This is for all. So if you have any kind of other elements also, for them also it may be useful, because in yoga we have general yoga class as well as therapeutical yoga class, but in our online class we are mixing these two according to your convenient level, according to your flexibility level. You can take, or like if you have any doubts or anything, you can just put a comment under this video after you are watching. Okay, coming to the sun salutations. So here we have mantra sadhana and sloka and bijakshara also. When you have your traditional beliefs, you can follow these total practices, chantings, or you can follow only physical exercises. Okay, take a long deep inhalation and exhalation. After that, wide your both the arms above to the head, called Kailasha Mudra. Then very slowly bring your Kailasha Mudra at your chest level, called Anahata Pranamasan. Right, we have mantra sadhan and sloka and bijakshara. ॐ हिरण्मयेन पात्रेण सत्यस्यापि हितं मुखं तत्त्वं पूषन् अपावृणु सत्यधर्माय दृष्टये ॐ ह्रां ह्रीं ह्रूं ह्रैं ह्रौं रः मित्ररविसूर्यभानुकगपूष्ण हिरण्यगर्भमरीच आदित्य सवित्र अर्कभास्कराय नमः. Stretch your arms forward, lift your arms up. Once completely pull yourself up and slightly put a back bend at the Chandra or at the Chakrasana. Again, keep your body straight. So without getting more inconvenience while doing forward bends, but remaining people completely bend the body forward to the forward bend, Pada Hasta Asana. And right leg stretch back properly, called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And right back leg straight on the toes, forward leg joined to the back leg, called Dandasana or Santulanasana. Then completely press down towards the floor, called Ashtanga Namaskarasana, Sastanga Namaskarasana. And push your body forward, lift the chin up, called Bhujangasana or lifted head cobra posture. And back leg straight on the toes and completely lift the body up towards the Parvatasana. This is also semi-inverted posture. And right leg is your forward leg, again called Asva Sanchalanasana or horse riding posture. And right back leg straight on the toes and back leg knee up, and slowly join your back leg to the forward leg, called Padahastasana. And lift your arms and body up, called Hasta Uttanasana, and completely pull yourself. Again from there, slightly put a back bend, Ardha Chandra or Ardha Chakra. Then slowly keep your body straight. Pranamasana above to the head, and very slowly bring your Pranamasana down at your chest level. Anahata Pranamasana. Lift your arms with inhalation, and with exhalation wide your both the hands and slowly bring them back down towards the thighs, and few seconds rest to catch your breath. So here, after doing every practices, yoga practices, it's also recommended to give a small time gap to catch your breath, or you can do post stretches also. Okay, one long deep inhalation and exhalation. So today also we have simple yoga practices which can be performed by everyone. So here we have standing Pavana Mukta Asana or somewhat leg folding posture. So according to your fitness you can do, or you can choose wall support, or you can choose any prop support. So here, lift your forward leg, then try to catch your thigh with your two hands towards your abdomen, completely pull the thigh and stay here for a while. So without breaking your breath, and few seconds stay now. So while in the posture, take normal inhalations and exhalations, but throughout the practice, do not crunch your back. Keep stretch your body up, keep still push your body up. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 relaxations enough. So at the same time, you can catch your knee also to lift your knee more. So at the peak point, now try to put your chin or forehead on the knee and stay now. But when you have neck issues, don't do this exercise. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and very slowly get back to normal and relaxation. So soon after that, immediately relax your two legs. Then long, slow and deep inhalations and exhalations. Lock your hands back and close your eyes for a while. Then coming to next exercise, called the same practices, Vayu Pavana Mukta Asana, but standing variation. So for same exercise we have many different names. Do not get confusion because of the names, but actually process is same. So like forward leg, alternate leg is your forward leg. Lift your leg up from below to the thigh level. So lift your thigh up and towards your chest, press your thigh to press your abdomen more and stay now. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come back. Slowly keep your arms wide and catch your thigh, catch your knee and put your head or chin on the knee and stay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and relaxation. Very slowly come back. Alright, few seconds resting. Take a long pause, inhalation and exhalations. So actually these two postures not really comes under forward bend, but when once neck will be interfere in these practices, it may comes to 30% forward bend. So like anyhow we have to do one back bend also. So like keep your right leg back, left leg forward, right leg back and left leg forward. So forward leg bend and stay now. Alright, try to push your body completely forward as well as down also with your back stretched leg side hand should come on the waist. Again, lift your alternate arm up. Just go for a back bending according to your convenience. Then apply this back bend and stay 1, 2, and 3 relaxations. Enough. Come back. Then here same exercise. Use alternate hand to keep them on the waist. Just lift your one remaining hand up and stay for a back bend. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then relaxation. Come back. Using this same technique we are doing same Ardha Chandrasana. So here lift your two hands up and according to your convenient level lift your back leg heel and put a back bend and stay now. 1, 2, 3 and 4 relaxations. Enough. Very slowly come back. Then keep your both the legs straight and few seconds rest your thighs and rest your hips and lock your hands back and few seconds keep a time to catch your breath. And similar exercise we are doing alternate side. So put your right leg as a forward leg, touch your left leg back. So back leg side hand means left hand should come on the waist. So alternate arm up and few seconds put a back bend and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 and relaxation. Come back. Take again long pause, inhalation and exhalation. And during the same exercise again change your hand for the same exercise. Lift your back leg side hand up and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then 6, come back. And one quick relaxation to perform same exercise with the two hands up. Again recheck your breath, recheck your dress and convenience. Then here put your right leg as a forward leg, left leg back leg heel up. Again lift your two hands up. Then push your body down as well as forward and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and relaxations. Enough. Very slowly come back. Alright. So check your breath and check your convenience. Take just long pause, inhalation and exhalation. Then when you have knee issues, try to choose properly like to cover the knees with proper knee caps or any knee protectors. So here we are now coming Vajrasana or diamond shaped posture or diamond posture. And few seconds stay in this posture to catch your breath, to normalize your heartbeat. Okay, now take a long pause, inhalation and exhalations. So here we have Mandukasana. The way how we are pressing the abdomen is a matter here. This is very simple exercise to encounter many kind of disorders like obesity or diabetes or sluggish liver or any other gland related issues. Especially this is good, very simple and good exercise to make blood flow towards the face and head, and also it is good for the people who are having constipation. Okay, now here close your two fists and keep your thumbs out. Then try to put these two knots around your lower navel case. So please remember, when you have high blood pressure issues or heart ailments or any other sickness in the related to skull and face, avoid doing this exercise or put one table or pillow in front of you so that you no need to bend more. Alright, remaining people just keep your both the fists at your lower navel case. First lift your chest and chin. Then very slowly go for a forward bend according to your convenient level. At your convenient pace stay, or you can completely bend the body forward to put your head on the floor also. And lift your chin, then very slowly come back with inhalation. Then slowly come back. One long slow inhalation and exhalation. Leave your hands. Once keep your arms stretched back. Once completely stretch your chest, lift your chin. Once stretch your abdomen region. and after you are finishing your one back bending, again keep straight, long pause. So same Mandukasana, other variation, close your one fist, like keep your remaining fist on the first fist, just keep your two knots as a vertical shape. Then here try to put it inside towards your right side or left part of the abdomen. So be very convenient like while doing these exercises, because it will add extra pressure at the abdomen level. Alright, now again same exercise, lift your chest and completely press your abdomen, and while increasing the pressure, that pressure must be under control, and that few seconds stay in this posture. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Lift your chin, then very slowly come back. So initially no need to stay more time in the postures. Once you will get into the practices, then please check how much time you can stay in every posture. Alright, opposite side same exercise, and keep your both the fists straight, like make it as a vertical shape and try to put it on opposite side of the abdomen. Alright, very slowly with exhalation completely bend the body forward and press your abdomen and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Lift your chin and head. Again very slowly come back to the normal. And long, deep and slow inhalation and exhalations. Right, during this same exercise, Mandukasana, last variation, close your one fist and wrap your second arm. Just try to fix your two hands like a volleyball hand position. Then after that, try to put that big knot around your exact lower navel case, which will add towards the bladder region. Alright, completely lift your chest up, then very slowly bend the body forward and try to increase the pressure, but that should be under control, and few seconds stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and relaxations. Enough. Lift your chin up. Again very slowly come back, rest and relaxations. Alright, soon after that you can choose one back bending, any convenient back bend, or you can you choose Ustrasana as a counter pose. Just lift your body and stand on the knees. Once set your body properly and stand on the knees with wide knees variation, just wide your legs also. So here we are doing only one variation of Ustrasana, so that try to put your both the hands by keeping your fingers down towards the floor and turn your elbows back. Then try to push your body forward and lift your chin up instead of leaning back, and just for go back bending and stay now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and then slowly get back to normal and slide your hands towards your thighs. Then after that slowly keep your both the legs together and rest and relaxations. Enough. Then take a long, slow and a deep inhalation and exhalations. Right, now we are at the pranayam session. So at your convenient posture, please sit properly in any convenient posture on any convenient surface. And it is also advised to give a small time gap between your pranayam and your physical yoga. And also it is advised to drink a sip of water, especially for the mantra sadhan. Okay, one long slow inhalation and exhalations. Alright, so now this time coming to mantra sadhan and practices. Om Kesavaya Swaha, Om Madhavaya Swaha, Om Narayanaya Swaha, Om Adya Samadhi Tatpala Siddhyadham Asana Purvakan Pranayamadin Karishye. Om Sand Sand Sandhi. So in other words, it is saying that yoga exercises, postures or pranayam or kriyas or mudras or bandhas or meditations, pratyahar pranayam or dharana practices. So whatever practices, whatever patterns, whatever styles in yoga, all meant for like for the spiritual upliftment only. So like all the practices will definitely keeps us very fit physical level and mental level and social level, so that the next level will be very easy to reach the spiritual upliftment. All these levels are very important, but through yoga we can definitely reach spiritual upliftment. So here our two exercises are today also we are doing the same Anulom Vilom Pranayam and Bastrika Pranayam. As we know that Bhastrika Pranayam very simple and effective like a technique to makes us alert as well as to keeps our immunity safe as well as to keeps our lungs very fit. It is saying that Vata Pitta Slashma Haram Sariragni Vibardhanam Kundali Bodhakam Kshipram Pavanam Sukudam Hitam Brahma Nadi Mukhe Samasta Kapadyar Gala Nasanam. Internal wind related issues, bile related issues, phlegm related issues will be totally eradicated as well as it will be a good what we call a metabolic activator as well as immunity activator also, especially before your prayers, before your practices of meditation, before your mantra sadhan, you can add this Bhastrika practice to keeps you to keeps us alert. Okay, take a long deep inhalations and exhalations. So keep your position straight. Now we are starting our Anulom Vilom Pranayam. There is a process to do Anulom Vilom Pranayam. Always please start your alternative breathing to lift your air from your left inhalation, then after that right exhalation, and after that again right inhalation, left exhalation. So right, use your right hand, last two fingers and right hand thumb to close and open the nostrils. Just shift them towards your face. So obviously your right nostril will receive your right thumb and left nostril will receive your last two fingers of the right hand. Close your right nostril with the right thumb and inhalation with the left nostril. And slowly completely breathe out with the rights. Again inhalation with the rights. Exhalation with the lefts. So last inhalation with the lefts. And last exhalation with the rights. And inhalation with the rights. Then slowly complete exhalation with the lefts. Alright, slowly keep your hand down. Again, a small time gap may required after your pranayam and between your pranayam to check your breath, to normalize your heartbeat and to normalize your breath. So here coming to the Bhastrika exercise, and please remember when you have any other elements, head or skull or especially ear issues, high blood pressure issues or heart elements or any other sickness related to lungs, please do not immediately perform this kind of Bhastrika, because Bhastrika is somewhat bellows breathing, like a rapid, sharp inhalation, slow exhalations. Right, keep your position straight, and we are doing 30 strokes in 3 spells. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just take a long pause, inhalation and exhalations. And coming to second spell, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, just take a long inhalation and exhalation. And last spell, 10 strokes, and starting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just again long pause, inhalation and exhalation. And soon after your Bhastrika Pranayam, choose proper way of doing dharana exercises if you know well, or choose proper way of doing concentration practices with devotion through the format of Trataka, or you can choose some other mantra chanting practices or any other meditation practices also. Once you will able to finish your yoga workout, and again choose some more time to take rest in the form of power nap or in the form of yoga nidra. And once you will totally finish your total yoga exercises including your resting schedules, and try to create a half an hour time or at least 15 minutes time to take bath, and further 10 minutes time to take breakfast. But this times totally depend on the people how they are doing their own practices. It's based on the strength level in the practices, it's based on the intensity level in the practices. In the afternoon before your lunch hour, try to see all the possibilities how to take a power nap or how to do a yoga nidra. You can do these simple practices while sitting on the chair also. But only thing is we have to do is, once you will decide to do this kind of practices, immediately ringer off your mobiles or somewhat, do not get distracted because of any other things. And in the evening, once you will be totally free from your affairs and activities, and before your dinner time, again try to create a half an hour schedule to create yourself yoga exercises, including back bending exercises, including inversions and leg stretchings, are very simple exercises, including this breathing and breath outs also, pranayama also. And when we are meeting here at the same place with the same content on Monday morning, we will see still more good applications in Ayurveda as well as in yoga also. Thanking you all to giving me this wonderful opportunity. Stay away from the bad habits and do yoga also. Thanking you all.